Hello everyone. In this video we are going to talk about the multiplication, division of the numbers with exponents. To start with, I have written these general cases here and I'm going to explain each one to you. Let's assume we are multiplying two exponential numbers in which the exponents are the same. So the way that we multiply them is we simply multiply a by b and use one of the exponents as the final exponent. When we want to divide them, essentially we do the same thing. We divide the integers a and b and we use one of the exponents as the overall exponent of this fraction. When we have the case where the exponents are different but the numbers are the same, what we do is we use one of these numbers, okay, a to the power of k multiplied by a to the power of m equals to a to the power of k plus m. In the case of division, a to the power of k divided by a to the power of m equals a to the power of k minus m. Now let's do some examples. 2 to the power of 3 multiplied by 3 to the power of 3. Okay, since the powers are equal, we use one of the powers. For the base, we use 2 multiplied by 3. That means 6. 6 to the power of 3. Here, we have 2 to the power of 5 divided by 2 to the power of 3. So the bases are the same, so we use one of them, 2. For the powers, we just subtract 3 of 5. It means 2. Let's do another example. 2 to the power of 10 divided by 2 to the power of 8. So the results would be, because 2 and 2 are the same, we used one of them, 2. Then 10 minus 8, right? So it would be 2 to the power of 2. How about this one? I'll give you a few seconds to think about this one. Yep, I'm sure a lot of you have figured it out. So 2 to the power of 3 multiplied by, we can write 4 as 2 to the power of 2, right? So now we have the same numbers here, so we use one of them. Because it's a multiplication, we simply add these two exponents, 3 plus 2, right? So it would be 2 to the power of 5. Let's do the same thing when we have we have a more complicated situation here. Okay, 2 to the power of 5 divided by to the 2 power of 3, right? So we write one of these 2's. It would be 2 to the power of 5 minus 3, right? Multiplied by 1 over 5 to the power of 2. We can write it like this. 1 to the power of 2 over 5 to the power of 2, right? So it would be 2 to the power of 2 multiplied by 1 to the power of 2 is 1, 5 to the power of 2, right? So now our question is this. So here we can simply write it as 2 to the power of 2 over 5 to the power of 2. And this one is similar to this situation here. So we can write it as 2 over 5 to the power of 2. Now let's do this one. Okay, in order to do this, we need to convert this fraction, this mixed number into a fraction. So it would be 2 plus 3 over 4 to the power of 3. It would be 8 8 plus 3 to the power of 3. 8 plus 3 is 11 over 4 to the power of 3. So I think I need a calculator to calculate 11 to the power of 3. 1331 over 4 to the power of 3 is 64, right? How about this one? 6 and 1 over 3 to the power of 2 equals to what number to the power of 2 divided by 3 to the power of 2? So we start from this side. 6 and 1 over 3 to the power of 2 equals 6 plus 1 over 3 to the power of 2. This equals common denominator of 3. 6 multiplied by 3 plus 1 to the power of 2. So it will be 318 plus 1 to the power of 2. So it would be 19 over 3 to the power of 2, right? We can write 19 over 3 to the power of 2, like 19 to the power of 2 over 3 to the power of 2. Now we have simplified this side and we obtain this. Now we have to compare this and this, right? So we have 3 over 2, 3 over 2. Okay, what number should we put in the box in order to make these two equal? So this number would be 19. So we found the number that is asked for. Okay. Now we talk about the exponents when we have assigned a number. Okay, minus a to the power of m. If m is odd, the minus sign survives. When m is even, the minus sign doesn't survive, right? Let's do some examples. Minus 2 to the power of 3. Because 3 is odd, this minus sign will survive, okay? 2 to the power of 3 is 8, right? Here, because this exponent is even, this minus sign doesn't survive. So the whatever resultant number is, it shouldn't have a minus sign. Minus 1 to the power of 11. It's obvious. 1 to the power of 11 is 1, but because the 11 is an odd number, the minus sign will survive. But here, because the exponent is an even number, the minus sign doesn't survive, right? Let's do a little more complicated ones. Okay, minus 2 to the power of 4. You have to understand that there is a difference when we have this minus sign like this, or we have like this, okay? When the minus sign is not inside a parenthesis or anything, basically you only exponent this number here, so the minus sign will still be there, right? Minus 4. But in this case, because the minus sign is inside the parenthesis, this even power number will affect it, and the result will be plus 4, right? So here, we have minus 2 to the power of 4, so the results would be minus 16 plus minus 1 minus 1. It would be minus 2, right? Minus 2 plus, minus 2 to the power of 4, okay, plus. We have a 5 multiplied by minus 2 to the power of 4 is 16, right? Because this is an even number, the minus sign will not survive. So the rest of it is pretty easy. So the result would be minus 16 minus 2 plus plus 5 multiplied by 16, 80. So the result would be 80 minus 2 minus 16, 62. In this case, we have minus 3 to the power of 4. Because this minus sign is not inside a parenthesis, it will survive, right? So the results would be 3 to the power of 4, = 81 minus 81 plus this one here, the minus sign will survive, then the result would be 64, so it's minus 64 here. So minus 81 plus, here we have a minus 2, minus 64, plus square root of 16 is 4, right? So the result is minus 81, minus 2 minus 64 is minus 66, and minus 66 plus 4. Okay, so the result would be minus 81 minus 66 plus 4, minus 143. How about here? Minus 2 to the power of 3. Okay, minus, I just write this minus here, minus 2 to the power of 3. Because 3 is an odd number, the minus sign survives. The result would be minus 8. Minus 8 is plus 8, right? Okay, what happens if you have a minus number in the exponent? If you have a to the power of minus m, it actually equals to 1 over a to the power of m. For example, 2 to the power of minus 2 is 1 over 2 to the power of 2. 2 to the power of 2 divided by 2 to the power of 6. Okay, from the previous page, because we have the same base, we use one of them, and we just subtract exponents, 2 minus 6, right? So it would be 2 to the power of minus 4. But what it means, 2 to the power of minus 4 equals to 1 over 2 to the power of 4, what we learned here. Another thing to remember is any number to the power of 0 equals to 1. For example, 5 to the power of 0 is 1. Like 10 to the power of 0 is 1. Any number to the power of 0 is 1. Let's solve this problem. Evaluate x minus 1 to the power of 2 plus x plus 1 to the power of 3. When x is minus 3, y is minus 2. What we do is we simply replace x and y with minus 3 and 2, right? So this one would be x, that means minus 3 minus y 2 to the power of 2 plus x minus 3 plus y 2 to the power of 3. Minus 3 minus 2 means minus 5 to the power of 2 plus minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1 to the power of 3. The results would be minus 5 to the power of 2 is 25. Minus 1 to the power of 3 is minus 1. Because this 3 is an odd number, the minus sign survives. The result is 24. In the next video, we will solve more examples similar to what we did today on the exponentials and how to divide, subtract, divide and multiply them together. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.